corporate dimensions. It's great. Here we go. There it is. And bam. What's up, guys? Justin Harris here. Welcome back. Business scenarios based off the Daily Drucker. In the description below, click the link, get the book, right? Takes you over to Amazon. Go ahead and get the book, right? So here's the deal with this. With this one, we're talking about the three corporate dimensions and what that actually means as far as maybe looking into it and seeing how or where you can correct some things. And I'm going to explain what those three corporate dimensions are so that you can apply it to what it is that you do, right? With your corporation or entity or whatever it is that you actually have as a business model, right? So just let's dig right into this. I found that this particular read was actually really good. So, whenever it's like that, if you guys are following along with this, you know that if I read it to you, it definitely, Mr. Drucker has touched on some very edgy information here. So let's just get right into it. He says, an important task for top management in the next society's corporation will be to balance the three dimensions of the corporation. As an economic organization, that's one, as a human organization, that's two, and as an increasingly important social organization, that's the third. So we said social, human, and economic, right? And we're going to dig into each one of those. And he goes, each of the three models of the corporation developed in the past half century stressed one of these dimensions and subordinated the other two. So they kind of just let the others fall to the wayside. And honestly, and he's going to say that here, but honestly, you need a little bit of all three. And we're going to explain why. He says the German model of the social market economy put the emphasis on the social dimension, the Japanese one on the human dimension, and the American one on the economic dimension. He goes, none of the three is adequate on its own. That's what I said before. Says the German model achieved both economic success and social stability, but at the price of high unemployment and dangerous labor market rigidity, right? He said, the Japanese model was strikingly successful for years, but if you guys recall, especially back when he's talking about, they fell into a depression, an economic depression in their 90s, right? I'm sorry, recession in the 90s, right? He goes, the shareholder sovereignty is also bound to flounder. It is fair weather model that works well only in times of prosperity, right? So Japanese's model, I'm sorry, no disrespect there. The Japanese model, right, was I want to say exceptionally successful, but during more successful times. So they still needed, honestly, more of the other two to balance out, to actually get the longevity in their model, right? And it's funny because we talk about that here, but honestly, every country has its ups and its downs when it comes to inflation and recession and unemployment, the rate of unemployment, things like that, right? So I guess it's a moot point, if you will. He says, obviously, the enterprise can fulfill its human and social functions only if it prospers as a business. But now that knowledge workers are becoming the key employees, a company also needs to be a desirable employer to be successful, right? So it has to be just as equally desirable to the employee in all the benefits it has as the employee has to be to the employer because of their skills that they bring to their business, right? So it says, here's the action point here. We always end here with this. Audit your company's performance as an economic, human, and social entity. List 5 areas where it comes up short and prepare a plan to correct those problems. There it is, guys. See you next time.